Well, hello, this is Claire Jarrett, and a warm welcome to today's training. How to use Facebook to create highly qualified leads who are ready to buy immediately on the first call. How amazing will this be when you have this working in your business? Leads that are ready to buy immediately, straight away, as soon as you speak to them on the first call. Okay, so this training is for you. If you are a business owner who wants pre-sold, highly qualified, high-value leads. Maybe you're a coach or a consultant who's selling packages or online programs. Maybe you're a property or alternative investment company seeking investors. Maybe you sell recurring high-value or subscription services such as web hosting, SEO, broadband. Maybe you run a sales team, selling high-value products of any kind. The key is that you want leads that are hot leads that are ready to buy straight away. So this is for you if every client is worth upwards of $500 or if you wish they were. My promise to you is that by the end of today's training, you will have a step-by-step strategy that creates highly qualified leads that are ready to buy immediately on the first call. So is this you? Do you have some weeks when you get lots of leads and others when you don't get any, and you cannot seem to find a way to maintain consistency? Are you tired of being compared to the competition by your prospects? Would you like leads to come to you on autopilot rather than you constantly having to chase them down? When you get leads on the phone, does it feel like an uphill struggle and as if you need to convince them to work with you? Would you like to build a reputation as the market leader? Would you like really super hot leads for you or your sales teams to respond to? Maybe you see competitors that are far busier than you, but you cannot figure out how they manage it. Do you secretly know that what you do, your work, is far better than what you're currently charging, but you can't figure out how to get high quality leads to come to you? Do you feel like technology should be good for you, but currently it's the enemy? And you can't figure out how all of these platforms, social media, email marketing, lead pages, and all of these other platforms are supposed to fit together. Do you feel that there must be a better way to bring in decent quality leads? The real problem is that you haven't yet positioned you or your company as the expert in your marketing. And you haven't created a marketing funnel that demonstrates it so that people know that you are the leader. Once you do, your marketing will position you as the expert, giving you the ability to raise your prices as you wish. You'll be able to pick and choose which of the leads you wish to work with. Qualified leads can be turned on and off like a tap whenever you choose. How amazing would that feel? So the solution is an automated lead generation strategy. And there's 5 simple steps you need to put in place that I'm going to be taking you through today. Now, very quickly, who I am, my name's Claire Jarrett, and I'm the best known paid traffic and lead attraction expert in the UK, with clients across Europe, the US, Canada, Australia, etc. To date, I've trained in excess of 35,000 people, some on online webinars, some on online courses, some face-to-face courses, etc. And my clients typically add an extra 70k to 600k a year to their businesses. Okay, so let's jump in and get started on the 5 steps. So there's 5 steps to follow to implement these strategies into your business, and some of them are not what you would think or expect. So let's get started with step 1. Generate trust fast. There is a well-known, basic, proven marketing principle that it takes 7 touches in marketing for a prospect to finally take action. Now, using Facebook, this can be accomplished in just a few days, even a couple of days, by using Facebook and retargeting, following people around with your ads so that they are constantly exposed to your brand. And this is even if your market is business to business. So how can we do this? How can we use this rule of 7 touches? We can build up trust fast using the 7-touch marketing principle. So we would bring in a brand new lead by talking to them about their current problems or pain points, showing we truly understand and know how to fix it. We demonstrate expertise. And we then expose them constantly to your brand and expertise via a series of marketing materials that we're going to talk through shortly. Now, using Facebook, this can and in fact should take place in under 7 days. So a quick case study. Don, a client of mine, a UK-based diabetes specialist with a phenomenal program that actually helps people reverse diabetes type 2. He was originally charging by the hour, less than $50 a session. We helped him use this rule of 7 touches and create a Facebook and email marketing funnel targeting people who were pre-diabetes, showing them it was possible to reverse it. So throughout his marketing, he showed them it was possible to reverse diabetes, and he created a pool of prospects, highly qualified prospects for his services. We then helped him add in a couple of different elements, such as a coaching element, and we helped him push the price up to $1,000, and then he immediately sold 2 people into his brand new program in the first couple of weeks. Okay, so next we then want to establish our positioning. We're going to use our marketing to become what is known as a thought leader. A thought leader is someone who is truly ahead. They are leading the pack. And by becoming this expert, this thought leader, this top of the pack, you will attract high-quality leads who are truly committed to working with you. Just imagine, leads that truly want to do the work, leads that truly want the results, leads that are really great fun to work with. And to become a thought leader is easier than you think. Again, using Facebook, this is so much easier than you think. So simply, to become a thought leader using online marketing, we would create a personal brand and promote it on Facebook. We would then prepare a series of marketing materials that demonstrate your expertise. Now, don't be afraid of teaching your best stuff, teaching really great stuff. We'll then email often and use Facebook retargeting to follow people around and ensure that they are always thinking about you. What I see people do badly is the fact that they think that just one Facebook advert is enough. This really is about building a series of marketing materials and using Facebook's retargeting features to follow people around so that they see multiple adverts in a very short space of time. Okay, so we're now going to look at some examples of easy to prepare thought leader materials. Now, each of these materials below should be aimed at changing beliefs, demonstrating your expertise. What do you know about your topic that your market doesn't know, or perhaps they're not talking about? So we could have basic thought leader material such as blogs. These definitely work. So ideally 400 to 500 words as a minimum, promoted on your Facebook page and sent out as an email. But then lots of the time these can then be reused. So a blog could be then turned into a report or a checklist or a guide. And these can be created very, very quickly. They don't have to take longer than a couple of hours to create. Then my top thought leader material, my personal preference for creating highly qualified leads, is a video format of some sort. So an automated webinar or video such as this one that's been recorded once and then advertised worldwide using Facebook ads. So here's our first example. This one was a checklist that I created. So on the left, we've got our Facebook ad example. Business owners, learn how to automate your marketing. Download the free 23-point checklist here. There's the landing page in the middle where people could enter their email address. Highly important. This is what we always need to begin this funnel. Need their email address. So they would enter that in the middle section, and then they would receive the checklist. As you could see, that was a screenshot of the actual checklist. It was literally just a list of step-by-step, here's what to do. And how-tos work really well here in the checklist format. People love them. The second example, straight into an automated webinar. So this one, as you can see, we've got a Facebook ad demonstrating this is what the webinar is about, how to launch an online program. And at the end of the webinar, people were then invited to submit an application. So we'll talk about application in more detail shortly. Alongside this, okay, so we've got bringing in cold traffic. We've then got our other elements of the funnel. We want to build up trust fast. Remember, of course, we're aiming for these 7 touches. So let's look now at some examples of where we can build up trust. So here's an example. This was a testimonial, case study testimonial video from one of my clients. Quite simply talking about a story of one of my clients, Shelley Hutchinson, going from 25k a year as a counsellor to 20k a month and then hitting her first 30k a month. You can see that this one had thousands of likes, it had thousands of views, and this one was perfect to be part of a funnel because it was from a genuine client, it was a video, and it talked about clients' experiences. Okay, so this is really great if you can get something like this into your retargeting funnel somewhere. Second example, we can build up trust by linking to anything that's been published externally that has some prestige, so Forbes, Huffington Post, Entrepreneur, etc. Here's a blog of mine that was on Huffington Post, how to turn anyone into the perfect prospect by changing the way they think. This worked extremely well for demonstrating expertise, as I said, and making me appear to be this total top thought leader. If you have or you could get materials published in these publications, these are a really great part of the funnel to include. Okay, then other examples. So we've got the video, we've got the external posts. We could then also build up prestige, build up our thought leadership in their eyes by including other examples of our materials as well. So we could have blogs, for example. We could cross-promote them to other webinars, other checklists, other reports, and here's an example here. Okay, so alongside that aim of getting to 7 touches as fast as possible, don't forget that email is highly important here. So alongside the Facebook ads, don't forget the email. Up to 80% of my leads actually come direct from email. We'll be talking in more detail, looking at some emails very shortly. So even though the original list was built in Facebook, up to 80% of my leads will come directly from email using this email list that's been built. Now, even if people respond to an email when booking in for their call, they will have been subconsciously influenced by seeing you everywhere in your Facebook ads. They'll have seen you constantly in their newsfeed. So build an email sequence that further demonstrates your expertise. Okay, so a case study. Emily is a business-to-business specialist who helps coaches create live workshops. Emily was originally charging an hourly rate of around $100. We helped her create a marketing funnel using an automated webinar that positioned her as the leading specialist in live workshops. We helped her add live coaching and helped her put the price up to $1,500. She immediately sold 5 people into her program in the first 7 weeks after relaunching it, all of whom went from clicking the first ad to signing up within 48 hours. So that's how fast it can be done, and has subsequently had over 20 people sign up via her funnel. Okay, so next step in the funnel is making sure that people can only book via an appointment. Becoming appointment only is absolutely vital to ensuring that only qualified leads book in with you. So in order to create qualified leads, and hence, of course, more importantly, create these great clients, we must create the expectation that your time is valuable and must be treated as such. So this means removing the ability to call you directly from your website, your Facebook page, etc. I see so many people that have mobile numbers on Facebook pages or LinkedIn profiles. Absolutely not. You must remove this. So consider recruiting a call answering service if you do want to give out a telephone number. A true prospect will always be willing to book in for an appointment. So no more picking of your brains. A true prospect will definitely be willing to fill in an application form and book in for an appointment. And this is how to create the qualified lead. This actual process of them booking in for an appointment and filling in the application form is what will actually create these qualified leads here. So you're going to create an application form and then ask qualifying questions. So you'll see my example shortly at the end of this session. And the more questions you add, the more qualified the lead will be. So you'll see my link shortly. So take a look at the questions on there, and please, I will give you an opportunity to book in for a call with me at the end. Now make sure you treat that email list that you've been building like the true asset it is. Facebook could technically shut down your page tomorrow, but nobody can take your email list away from you. We're not saying that that's likely that Facebook are going to take away your page, but Facebook goes down. Facebook could go under for any reason. Your email list won't. It will always be there for you. You can export it. You can put it into other mail systems. It really is an asset and must be treated like one. So don't be afraid to email your list asking for the appointment. There have been many times when I've spoken to prospects who tell me they've been too afraid to email their list. Is that you? Maybe you've been too afraid to even start the email list because you don't know what to say to them. So let's look at a couple of examples now of how to use your email list as an asset and create leads whenever you choose. And these will be highly qualified leads. Okay, so first example here, we've got a direct call to action. This is an email that I sent out. Wanted to run this idea past you. Offers select number of you the chance to get several weeks mentoring free, starting the clock in mid-August. This would put you in a prime position to get your online income stream set up. Would that benefit you? If so, book in a time to discuss it here. And then a link, click here to book. Now, this was an email. This is a classic example of using your email list like an asset. You can see there's a link. If so, simply book in a time to discuss it here and we'll let you know the details about claiming it. Click here to book. Now, this is an email that offers a specific timely offer based around a date, asks would it benefit you, then ask them to book in for a call. So you know your email list has been built because they need help. Simply offer it and you will get lots of calls booked in. Another example, this was offering another lead magnet. This was a report that I'd written, and you can see in the PS there was the call to action again. Book in a call now by clicking here. And then our final example, this is quite a long one, I appreciate you probably can't see this too well. This was an example of a content email. This was a blog that I wrote, so this is an example of where you can write a blog. I think this one was about 500 or 600 words and then have the call to action at the end with the click here to book. So these are classic examples of emails that should be going out to your mailing list on a regular basis. So make sure that you use that list and email them regularly, 1 or 2 times a week. And use a mixture of content, and then don't be afraid to occasionally go for a direct call to action. When you've been sending emails for a while, take your best performing emails, the ones that resulted in the most leads, and create an autoresponder for them, a series of emails that goes out to people that join your list. I've seen some autoresponder sequences that are quite bland and hello, this is who we are type of thing. Instead, how much better would it be if you used your autoresponder with top call to action emails that actually generated leads? In the first few days after people have joined your list, that's when they're hottest. Put those emails, those top performing emails, in after the first few days when they've joined. And please ask for the appointment in pretty much every single email. This is always be selling, even if it's just in the PS. Always let people know that you're selling and that you want sales. Okay, so our 5th and final step is be willing to experiment. Highly, highly important. Have an experimental mind. Facebook ads need a curious mind. To get Facebook ads working, you absolutely need to be willing to experiment. There is no such thing as a Facebook ads funnel that works immediately. It just does not exist. You must be willing to experiment. And a daily budget of between $20 a day and $100 a day is ideal to begin your experimenting. And of course, you could then put that up as it was driving more leads. You would test different interest sets. Now, Facebook ads go out to interest sets. In order to create your ads, you need interest sets to advertise to. And interest sets might be things such as business coaches, marketing coaches, books, films, anything like that. So they might be things like Amy Porterfield, The Secret, they could even be chefs, they could be films like The Secret, etc. And you would find some initial interest sets based on research of your current clients. You can find this even by looking at their profiles. Is who do they follow online? What do they like? What do they talk about? So research your current clients, and you only need a handful to start with, because then Facebook is really good at suggesting other interest sets that might be similar, that might also be worth testing. So who do your clients follow online? What books do they read, etc. You'll then want to experiment day after day. Create a few different Facebook ads to different interest groups. Follow Facebook suggestions as to who else to target. And when testing, I strongly suggest that you only test one in a group at a time, so you can tell which are working and which aren't. You're going to test each of those interest groups for a couple of days. It doesn't take a week for you to find out if it's going to work or not. A couple of days will be enough. Some will work and some won't. This is absolutely the rule of Facebook advertising. Some will work, some won't. So this is what to expect. You then need to focus on these winners that you have found. So you're going to focus on finding winners, stopping the ones that aren't bringing in any leads. So you stop ads that aren't bringing you in leads. Focus on the ones that are and increase the budget for those because those are bringing you in leads. Once you've found a handful, ideally 5 to 10 interest groups that do work, you can then just quite simply group them all together, and this will be who you advertise to going on. So this will be your main focus until you've had at least 200 downloads of your lead magnet, 200 sign-ups, so that you've now got 200 email addresses. Once you've got 200, this is kind of a magic number that then will allow you to go to the next step of creating lookalikes. So once you've had 200 downloads, you can then create a lookalike audience. And these people will be highly similar to those who've already downloaded. So Facebook's really good at this. It looks at these 200 people. What do they like? What don't they like? What do they talk about? What's their gender? What's their age? What pages are they fans of? And it'll find people just like them. And this will then be your main focus for pretty much ever more. This is all I advertise to ongoing is lookalikes, people just like my previous downloaders. You'll then want to change up your content regularly. So, of course, you're then going to have built your basic marketing funnel, your 7-touch marketing funnel that should include blogs, ebooks, videos, etc. in a short space of time. Now, this sole funnel should and can work if done correctly for at least 3 to 6 months, sometimes longer. But after that, people will begin to get fatigued of it and you're going to want to start changing things up. And you'll also, of course, remember that not everybody will convert in that 7-day, 7-touch marketing funnel period. You've got this new email list, and at any point, a marketing material that you create could move them forward, or maybe a call to action email could move them forward. So you'll then want to commit to creating new content regularly in order to move your existing subscribers forward. So a quick case study. Claire's a life coach who had just moved back from New Zealand and was starting again from scratch with her business in the UK, needing to hit the ground running and bringing clients fast. Claire followed our advice completely once we commenced work together, creating her 7-step marketing funnel, becoming appointment only, getting to grips with Facebook ads, and of course being willing to experiment, and brought in 5 new private coaching clients in an 8-week period. And Claire has subsequently joined our mastermind as well. So in a nutshell, how to use Facebook to create highly qualified leads that are ready to buy on the first call. Create a 7-touch marketing funnel that changes beliefs and positions you as a thought leader. Advertise on Facebook to relevant target audiences and retarget people with your funnel to create these highly qualified prospects. Ensuring that you ask people to book in for an appointment using an appointment form, of course, at the end of every marketing piece. And constantly use your email list like an asset and ask for the appointment. Always being willing to keep an open mind and willing to experiment. That's absolutely key. So what difference would it make to you if you knew your marketing was delivering highly qualified leads every single day? If you had a 7-touch Facebook marketing funnel set up that did this for you? So can you do this? Can you create a 7-touch Facebook marketing funnel that delivers leads ready to buy? So this is how I can help. You could go and waste hours creating a 7-touch marketing funnel and then waste hundreds and thousands of pounds or dollars advertising them, even though they don't resonate with your target audience. Or you could work with someone who knows exactly how to tie your specific message to what the market wants. You could go and waste hundreds or thousands on Facebook ads trying to figure it out with materials that might not even work. Or you could work with someone who knows exactly how to target the ads, and of course making sure that the materials you've got are the correct ones that are resonating. Or instead, I've set aside some time over the next few days to talk with you about exactly how this 7-touch Facebook marketing funnel can work in your business. So who is this for? You must be willing to learn and, of course, experiment. You must be super committed about getting this set up in your business, delivering leads fast. Please do not book in for a call if you're thinking you'd like to get this funnel set up someday. This is for people that want it set up now. You must understand that there are no such things in this world as easy money. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes dedicated daily effort and hard work. And you must have real expertise to offer your clients. Now, I don't mind if you're brand new to business, but I do ask that you've got relevant experience in order to be able to demonstrate that you are a thought leader. So why I'm doing this? On the call, I'm going to help you plan out exactly what you need to do to get your 7-touch marketing funnel launched, delivering leads in your business fast. I'll take you through the exact steps you need to make, where to find the leads, how to position yourself, and how you can overcome any problems you'll experience along the way. If you want me to personally help you, and I believe that I can help, I will invite you to work alongside my team and I to get this set up and delivering leads fast in your business. If you work with me, I will expect you to take maximum action and start attracting in high quality leads within 1 to 2 weeks. I'll work alongside you to identify the precise targets for you to use in your Facebook ads, how to craft the ads, which images to use, and how to bid effectively. I'll work alongside you to ensure your lead magnets resonate with your target audience, look professional, and that they create appointments for you. One of the keys will be ensuring that my team and I give you the technical support needed to tie all of the pieces together, because I appreciate that this is often a concern. So simply click below to book in for a call with me. Spaces are limited due to my timetable. These calls are with me personally. So quite simply click below and book in a call, and I'll look forward to seeing how I can help. I hope you enjoyed today's training, and I'll look forward to talking with you if this opportunity is right for you.